Anyway lads, just going to do a quick rough and ready review of a new set of binos I'm after getting. Right, so they're the Leica geovid. So they're the 8x42, I had to look at them there, 8x42 HD, so high definition B for ballistics. So far I'm really happy with them. I don't have a whole lot of negatives, bar they're heavy. Or actually I do have a couple of negatives now in a sec. Compared to newer technology, these are like a second gen bino by Leica. They have a better version out. When I was out with Norman Mulvaney, he actually let me look through his, and it's all connected to his phone. These aren't. These are for the ballistic end of things. They work on a memory card. The memory card is in the battery housing, just found underneath and at the front end. But so far I'm happy with them. The ergonomics are good. What else? The ergonomics a little bit heavy. Yeah, no, I'm really happy with them so far. The laser tape, I would argue, from the Leicas is probably the fastest on the market. They're very, very accurate. The laser tape sits here at the front, right there. So they're an 8x42. And all that means is the magnification is 8 and the front objective lens are 42. All right, so 8 is perfect for me for stalking. I was using Swaros and they were 15 magnification and really, really good. However, didn't have the laser tape, didn't have the ballistics, and the magnification was that much that when I was looking through, it was a little bit shaky, but still a great set of binos. I got these for a great price on DL, so on Dundale. These are about 3,000, I think. I got them off a lad in Wexford called Martin, who was selling them, and I picked them up for 1,000. So I couldn't really let it pass. Yeah, so it can be set up a number of ways. It can be set up for holdover. It can be set up for your clicks, yeah, in mils or in minute of angle. All right. So in terms of the sensor on board, so besides from your ballistic card, which I'll talk through in a sec, it can take the temperature of your current location and the barometric pressure. All right, that's built into the binos. It also does angles. So as soon as I press, see that button? As soon as I press that, it fires the laser tape, comes back, does all the magic for me, gives me the range, and then spits out me clicks. So I have it set up for me 270. I have it in mils and in clicks. So that's the way I want it reading back to me. And it's all very easily set up. All right. In terms of the memory card, when you take the memory card out, you have to put it into your computer. And then go to Leica's ballistic calculator. Once you're in there, there's a couple of things, and this was all through troubleshooting and YouTube and AI. I found out that you've got to wipe the memory card first, so you can't have an existing profile on it. And on top of that, if you downloaded 2 profiles into your downloads, you can only have one. It'll only read one. So if you try to drag it across and you've downloaded 2 different ones, it won't read on your binos. So you have to delete any profiles that you have on your downloads and on the memory card. Then it works perfect. So that is another downside. One, I can't just do it on my phone really quickly. And 2, you can only have 1 profile. So if I'm shooting a different type of ammunition, or I have a second rifle, I can't have it preloaded where other ones can. But like I said, this is a Gen 2 set of binos. I just couldn't afford the brand new version. But Anto has purchased a different brand. It's Blazer brand, really nice glass, and we're just setting that up, in the process of setting that up, and we'll see how they compare. But yeah, like I said, at the moment I'm extremely happy. I haven't tested them in last light, that is the only thing, but I'm hearing great things about them in last light. So I'll be back on to tell you what I think about them in last light. So if you come in a little bit closer, we'll talk through some of the parts and features. All right? Right, so we have a look a little bit closer, right? We'll start at the back. Obviously you have your eye cups, right? And they can be adjusted according to your eyesight. I normally on most binos have it all the way down. For some reason on this one, just one up, and they click into place, and there's no moving them, like, unless you positively want to move them. You've got your main focus ring. To set them up, all right, you have your left eye that you can focus. So you close one eye, let's say your right eye, focus this, and then for your right eye, see where it's red? That's indicating your laser rangefinder. So that sits on a different, let's call it prism. So to get that nice and clear in your picture, you just focus it to your right eye. And then from there on, you use the main focus ring just to zoom in and out, or to focus in and out. Like I said, underneath here, you have your battery compartment and also where your memory card goes. All right. At the front, your front objective lenses, and then you have your laser tape here, right in the center. And a thing I found in some laser tapes, the laser isn't spot on the marker in your right eye. This, for me, is spot on. Whatever I put the marker on, it's bouncing back at that distance. It comes with straps. There's your strap holders. That's pretty much it. Nice ergonomics, but again, heavy. You've got two function buttons. This is your laser tape. I know my hands are dirty because I'm not being out gardening, so just ignore that. This is your laser tape, all right? Press that, it'll come on, press it again, it'll send the laser, give you a reading and give you your clicks. If you hold this down for 3 seconds, it brings you up your menu, so your settings, and you can scroll through and set up whichever way you want your binoculars working. That's pretty much it. This is just a rough and ready review of them. So far, I think they're brilliant. Again, I have to test them at last light, but we'll see. Right, I hope that was of some use. That was just a rough and ready. I really like them. They're very, very fast. Even on non-reflective targets, they're bouncing back really, really well. Before this, I was using the Swaros with no laser tape, so I was going through different devices to try get. And it's just, you know, on a cold day where you're going through pockets and your hands are free. This is just nice and simple. Another thing, because the laser tape sticks up slightly, it's very tight in the bino harness. Yeah, that's just what I've original in bino harness, and they're tight. So if you do get them, just make sure your bino harness will take them, or you're going to have to get a new bino harness. And all these things just seem to adding up. But yeah, so far I'm really happy. All right, and I'm back. Fun fact I left out. I was only thinking about it after the fact. Those binos have got 12 profiles, ballistic profiles preset. So when I said I can only take one profile, I mean one custom profile. The other profiles are 12, of which you can pick from that will match your bullet close enough. All right.